Now, a few years ago, very few of us had even heard the term short sale, much less participated in, in doing one. But with the market being what it is, and foreclosures and people upside down, more and more we're getting involved in short sales, and it's getting to be a pretty big deal. And with big deals come big headaches. So, my ex-partner is still active in Florida. And Florida has, even more problems than we do here in the Midwest as far as foreclosures and short sales, because it's investor-driven and there's, a lot of things that went on down there. But here's what's happening down there that kind of concerns me for what could happen up here. So let's say if there's a short sale, short sale being the bank taking less money than is actually owed on the loan. So they're taking a loss on it. Now in Florida, actually, and as well as here, the bank could go after the borrower for what's called a deficiency judgment. They can attach to the borrower the money that they lost. And it's legal. Now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do it, because if the person defaulted on the loan, do they have money to pay off a judgment? But in either case, deficiency judgments could be, filed against the borrower. We don't see a lot of it here. So what's happening in Florida is that the bank is saying, or signing a paper saying that we will not enforce our right and file a deficiency judgment against you. And the guy signs off and the deal is done. But what they're doing is assigning their rights for the deficiency judgment to some weasel real estate attorney in New Jersey, who then contacts the borrower after the sale and says, there's $10,000. I've got a deficiency judgment against you. Now you pay up. And it can legally be done. So I'd heard this part before, but what I hadn't heard is the next step is now the borrower is going back after the real estate agent and saying, you gave me bad legal advice. And as we all know, real estate agents cannot give legal advice. We can sell property, but we're not attorneys, and there's some real definite things that we can't do. So the borrower is suing agents, and in some cases winning, and they're winning back the deficiency judgment. So the agents end up paying the weasel attorney. So you really need to watch out. As I said, I'm not seeing a lot of that here, but it could happen here. So here's kind of what you need to do to protect yourself. One is, if you're working with short sales, you might want to consider getting an attorney involved. And I know, your client probably doesn't have a lot of money, but you might want to find some legal resources just to protect yourself. Secondly, don't give any legal advice. Be very, very cautious about what you say and how you say it to your clients, so that they can come back after you afterwards for giving bad legal advice. And we're working on a form. My partner shot some forms up to me, and we're working on it to see if it is applicable here. And basically what it is having the seller sign off on a piece of paper saying that the agent did not give them any legal advice in this short sale. And I think ultimately, we will need to get some documents in there just to protect you further. So, but it's just weird that, here you are as an agent trying to help people out, and it backfires on you. And all of a sudden, you're on the hook for someone else's deficiency judgment. So that's the kind of world we live in. And it's sad, but it's true. And as we've said, many, many times before, let's be careful out there.